the legislative government of Puerto Rico. Capitals is the state capital of Puerto Rico. Is the legislative capital, and this is the non-Senate representative Capitol building of an interdependent state of Puerto Rico, or the island of Puerto Rico. So you have it, and that's the legislative senator of state of non-Senate representation state of political capital of San Juan. There we go. That's the Capitol building here in San Juan, the island of Puerto Rico.
Surrender themselves, and that was 2 weeks before the election, and then that was, if they get arrested and receive more funds, so you know what they should.
Yeah, so they can.
It's not exactly the story.
The legislative state capitol building here in Puerto Rico. So one extra capital is ticked on my list as I travel the journey through America. Beautiful marble floors, beautiful marble palaces that represents the elite, the government, and its people. It's beautiful. Court of Arms. House of Representatives from the past. The official art. The political House of Representatives hall where they gather and where they would debate House matters and then put it through to the Senates, representing the community of different provinces of the island of Puerto Rico, and has a membership here. And this is the public gallery where the public could come and listen to some of the topics and subjects that's been discussed. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, here I am at the Senate or the Senate building, or the Capitol building of Puerto Rico. Just visited the House of Representatives gallery and the House of Representatives, and this was my 52nd state capitol building, which concludes my journey across the United States of America, of visiting state capitals of each and every state of the United States. What a beautiful history through the journeys of life and journeys of the past from the people of the world that have come together across and exchange cultures and value systems across. In the meantime, also challenge the law, also challenge the ethics, also challenge the religious ideas and the religious beliefs, and influence the religious beliefs on the other, and fortified castles were built, trade and commerce was exchanged and introduced. Also, incredible transformation to the global interest of cultures and expansion of global interaction with the population, and at the same time it caused so much pain and aggravation and death and suffering to the communities of the local and the traders and migrants and the migrant workers of the world. So here we have another representation from above with all the house on the central quadrangular. Senators, coat of arms, all the Senate representatives. Here I am at the Senators Assembly Hall, and there's no gathering here at the Senate building or the Senate House, and that's the Assembly. Yeah. So, which concludes the state building visits and state capitol visits of the United States of America. That's me. No tourists. Tourists would not come to these places because they would just come from a ferry and look at the amazing facades from the outside and the interior deco and art that represents the political elite, and its power is translated through culture, history, and the know-how of the legal system of administration and administrative skills and attributes that have been put together over the years for the complex world that we are living as humans. We are complex, and that creates what you call the complex metrics and the complex frameworks of political structure to keep an order, keep the balance of investments and security for its people and its population, and also at the same time keep the growth and development of that nation. As the wealth increase, the complications of life increase. As the wealth decrease, the complication of life also increase. All we need to find is that medium balance in all we do, in politics, in science, in commerce, in our religious ideology. We need to find a balance in between the two. But as human beings, we always tend to either lack of that balanced set of mind, so we end up at extreme to absolutely nothing, and that creates the gap between the two ideas, or the failures and the success, and that then creates what you call the division amongst community and human mind, and in turn creates a vacuum for a massive amount of danger for any stability and the coexistence of the population. So we need to create what you call the human mindset and the human development, and generate a balanced idea through a collective working groups, a collective ideas, and with a collective amount of resources, and give the part of the action to every human being and every citizen of this nation and the world, and make them take an ownership of that action, and make that an assertive commitment of their conduct, and take them through and make them part of that action and become part of that action. And we have come so far and failed just that commitment to make every human being, every citizen of this world accountable and take part of that action during their lifetime. So here from the Senators' Assembly Hall in Puerto Rico, in San Juan, I'm saying thank you and goodbye.
This is the Capitol building of Puerto Rico. Beautiful structure and representing the government and its people.